This is the Mr. Chris Hip Hop Podcast. Let's go. Yo. Come on, let's go. Put your right leg to the side. Now jump. Put your left leg to the side. Now jump. Cross your arms, do it real tight. Now jump. Put your arms up real high. Now jump. Put your right leg to the side. Now jump. Put your left leg to the side. Now jump. Cross your arms, do it real tight. Now jump. Put your arms up real high. Come on, now just roll to the front. All right, this is Mr. Chris on my first podcast episode. And this week, the title of the show is called Go Buck. And the reason I'm calling it that is because that was what class was like the other day. It was just, that was the theme that we kind of went with on the first song. And every student in there I don't know, it was crazy. I mean, we put on this Krump song. We normally start off with a little freestyle circle, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, there was a moment in that class where they just lost it. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about that class in this episode. Also, for all of my teachers out there, I want to give you some of the resources, some music that we use for the class, and just kind of talk about the class structure that I have for that class. Like I said, my name is Christopher Zondaflex Tyler. You can reach me on Twitter at Mr. Chris Hip Hop. You can also go to my website, www.mrchrishipHopdance.com. Also have another website where I just post videos. There's some blog content on there, but majority is videos, and that's www.zondaflex.ning.com. You can check out some of the videos there. Also, a Facebook page, Mr. Chris Hip Hop Dance, and Instagram at Mr. Chris Hip Hop. So let's get into this this class structure a little bit. I started off with kind of a theme. So before I went into class, I was like, what move do I want to see them have by the end of class? And so the move or the theme of the day was called the head isolations. So some of you that don't know, it's like when you do a head isolation, you can go like in this class, we went to the right side and we like shifted our head over, and we kind of pushed it over like it was moving by itself. And then you move your body, then your head, then your body. Then also to the left side, we went to the back where you actually push your chin back. I'm kind of doing it right now, so that's why it sounds kind of crazy. But push your chin to the back, body goes back. Chin goes back, body goes back, and also going down, where you push your head down, drop your shoulders, push your head down. So it's almost like looking like you're dissecting, the moves, like your body, different parts of your body moving at different times. It's a head isolation. We also, I tried to emphasize while you're doing that. Also to use those isolations, squeeze those muscles. So every time you move it, like when you move your head, hit on that, isolate on that, so it'll be like, they look kind of like robots, you know what I'm saying? So that was the move. Also had a song. I have a song called Head Isolations. It's going to be on the new album. I don't have a title for that. I'm thinking something like Mr. Chris's Hip Hop Dance Party or something like that, because there's a lot of what I've been focusing on is some more specific moves that you can use in the freestyle circle. You can use, if somebody just says, dance, let me see you dance. Can you do, any kind of move, 6-step, face freeze. And so, I don't know what the title of that album is going to be. I'm still looking. If you have any suggestions, send me an email. It is Chris at MrChrisHipHopDance.com, and would love to see kind of what you think the title of the new album should be. So we worked on head isolation. So I went in there and I started off the class. Before I did anything, I kind of showed them what I was talking about. And then I have a few older kids on there that, and some of you teachers may have this. Once you show them a move, they kind of have it. They're like, yes, got it. So I had them get up front after I showed it. I had them do it a couple times. And then just so they can kind of get a vibe. So I'm planting the seed. I'm like, head isolation is the move of the day. You've seen people that can do it. I've showed you how to do it. And then, so I want that to kind of be in your head. Then we moved to just doing a brief stretch, which I had my team leaders do that up front. I had 3 of them line up in the front, and I used the song "Stretch on the Floor." And that song is from the Mr. Chris Hip Hop Dance Preschool 1 project, and you can find that on there. But it's real simple. They just sit on the floor, kind of bend the left leg, right leg is straight. Same thing on the left side, middle, do a butterfly stretch. And then they rock back and forth with their legs straight open. So did that stretch, worked on that, and I'll also put these songs, some of the songs that I mentioned in today on this episode, I'm going to put them up on the website for you, so you'll be able to go get them. I'll put them in a folder called Go Buck, the title of the show. So we started off with that, stretch on the floor, and then I went right into the freestyle circle. And what I did is I said, you can, now normally, these kids love to freestyle. I mean, they have, obviously this episode isn't the first class that I have, but they, since when we first started back in August, we've worked on everything from footwork to gliding, popping, waving, tutting. And so each week I've been trying to do the same thing, give them something that they can take home, something they can show their parents. You know what I'm saying? They like, we fresh with it. We got this tut combination. Yo, I'm dope. You know what I mean? So, but with this one, I was like, you can do, and a lot of them pick their own favorites. You know what I'm saying? They'll have certain moves that they do, and they do it over and over again, but it's good because it's getting them to learn how to perfect a certain move. So I'm like, okay, you can do your freestyle. I'm going to throw the song on and do whatever you want. Any move you want, as long as you're dancing. But then I have to see some head isolations in there. And so cut the music on. And now this song, and this is where the title of the show came from. This song, and I also put this in the, on the website, it's by J Squad. It's called, I believe it's called The End Is Near, but it's a Krump song. Now, this is what I didn't expect. So I had planned out this class, and I'm like, head isolation is what we're going to do. Some of you teachers know, too, when you plan a class, sometimes when you get in there, if it's really popping, it's like sometimes you just get off. It's like I didn't even plan to do that. I wasn't even going that way, and this class is taking me in that direction. So this song, it was a Krump song. So they come out, and they just start going buck. And so, but then I had to keep yelling out, don't forget the head isolation. Don't forget the head isolation while they're going, which is cool. Like when they're doing the freestyle circle, it's good as the dance teacher, as the dance coach, to try to keep everything focused, try to keep everything on track. So call out those moves that you want to see repeated throughout the class, not just in the freestyle circle, but sometimes I'll just see them walking down the hallway. I'll be like, show me a head isolation. You know what I mean? Just keeping them accountable, for staying true to the move. So, I mean, like I said, the End Is Near song came on by J Squad. They just got crazy, super cray. One dude went out. I mean, God, one of my boys went out. He did like this wrestling move. He did some head isolations. He started crumping a little bit. And he jumped up and dropped the elbow on the floor. I was like, this is dangerous. What are you doing? Another guy did a headstand. Well, he normally does a head spring in class, and that's his signature move. But he got so hyped. He was down there. He got into his headstand, and then he just like arched his back, and he was just moving his legs like he was riding the bike, and it was crazy. So and the other thing that was wild is the whole scream factor. It's not like a scream, like a loud scream, but it's like, when they crumple, when they get bucked, from time to time, like every fourth beat or something like that, you just yell out like, oh, oh, and everybody started doing it, and the person who's dancing in the freestyle circle, they're getting like crazy hype, and you just like feeding them that energy, like go, go, you know what I mean? So he's doing that, and then I had to keep him on focus, keep screaming out, don't forget the head isolation. So they all did it. I mean, it was good. It was well. And so we did that. Song went over, and one of my little ones was like, Mr. Chris, can we do that again? I was like, yes. We're going to save it for the end of class, though, because I'm going to do some more things, staying with the theme, but we will come back to it. So then after that, we broke off into small groups. And what I did was I signed 3 team leaders, gave them a name, and I had them make up a name for their crew, and took that. I gave them 10 minutes, put them on different sides of the room, and I said, now each group has to make up a head isolation combo. Make it fresh. You know what I'm saying? Keep the energy up. But at the end, the 2 things I want to see is a head isolation, and then I want to end with a power move. So a power move, and I don't have any songs we used in this class. This is from another class that we've done, but I'm just gonna say, now, so we'll take like the elbow freeze or the chair freeze, or like a dropping down to a half James Brown split, or even like I said, like the person in class who did the head spring. You know what I'm saying? End it with a power move, but do it all together. So we did that for 10 minutes. That was insane. I mean, you know what I mean? And I kind of kept, here's the other thing too. I kept the music going real low, like some instrumentals on there, of the same song. I put it on loop, so they can kind of hear that while they're going and keep that energy up. So they did that, broke off into groups, and then they came back, was ready. So we got the team names, and each one of them went. Now, there was one group in particular that they wanted a song that had like a dubstep robot kind of feel, because they did the head isolations, but they played on the whole theme of being a robot, like a mechanical type vibe. So the song that I used for them is, I believe it's called Robot Empire. I forget who it's by, but I'm going to put that on the website as well in that folder. But that was so dope. They was, I said, look at this. And so, did that. I start talking about for a minute, after I ran each group, had them do their thing. And they was like, can you, they're always going to ask you, is there a winner? Can you announce the winner? I'm like, look, just the simple fact that y'all all working on these moves, and you're working to perfection. Everybody's a winner, but I want you to take it home. I want you to use it for homework, so that when we come back, we do it again. You'll have it perfected because you just learned it. But they get excited because they put it in a dance, and they're like, "Oh, we got this." I'm like, no, you don't have this yet, but you're working on this. You're working on this. I try to stay encouraging at the end of that. So they killed that. And then, of course, we ended the class with another freestyle session. And I had to go back to the J Squad song. I mean, I know I'm talking about it, but it's crazy they got Buck. Now, here's a song that I also recommend for hip-hop classes that I didn't play in this class, but it's called Go Buck. And it's just ridiculous, but it's another one that just gives you that energy. It gives you that Krump feel, and you can also work in. Now, what I seen happen with this is that because the song, like either Robot Empire or The Time Is Near, whether it was Krump or dubstep, it had a certain feel to it, and so they were going off of their feel on their freestyles and their combinations they was making up. But then when they did the head isolation, like moving the neck to the back, the shoulders, the neck, or to the side, it kind of broke up the vibe a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So they like going hard, like whoosh, God, jumping up. Then they just zzz, zzz, zzz. And so it looks real fresh when they do it like that. And so I really emphasize that after the freestyle circle, like work on the head isolations as kind of like a transition. So if you know what I mean, you got one move coming, you got your power move, you're going to end with, maybe put the head isolation in the middle as a nice transition. So those are the things that we kind of worked on. I'm to make this episode real short and brief, just something you can listen to. Dance teachers, I just want to say, just stay, keep your energy up when you go in there the whole time. Even when the freestyle circle, they're going to want to do it over and over again. But just make sure that, do it once, maybe twice in a class. But keep it very focused. Make sure they don't just go out there doing cartwheels and everybody doing things that are, try to keep it, if your theme is wave or tutting or crumping, try to keep it right there. Keep it locked right there. So Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. Like I said, those are the songs. I'm also going to put in, because we are about to hit that Halloween season. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be Halloween time. Yeah, I got that mixtape out, and the Krump and Pumpkins. I didn't use this in class. I'll probably use it next week, just to go back over what we did. But Krump and Pumpkins on the mixtape, I'll put that in there. Go Buck, The End Is Near, Robot Empire, just craziness. Use those songs. There's another song that I just kind of stumbled on, that I'm gonna put. Let me see what that is. See what the name of that song is. Where did I put it? I think it was in my October mixtape. No, I'm not finding it there. Let me. Backpacks. Jordans and Backpacks by, looks like it's the Diggs Kids. It's kind of dope. I like that, you know. And so that's just another one, and I'll also put that up in the folder. I'm gonna do a mix also of these songs, so I'll put them in individual songs, and I'll also do a mix. So if you want to just kind of have these playing in class, you can do that. And yeah, other than that, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Have a great rest of your week. We'll come back next week. Make sure you have them, drill them on that, talk to them on that, post Instagram pictures. That's one big thing that I've been doing in class, is once the kids are doing that, I'll take pictures of them doing it, silly pictures, you know, them going crazy, do a little video. Also, you know, put that up to just keep talking about the skills that you're trying to get them to learn. And so that's it. That's all I have. Like I said, my name is Christopher Zondaflex Tyler. You can reach me on Twitter at Mr. Chris Hip Hop. Go to the website, www.dance. Oh, I'm sorry. I just gave you the studio website. You can go there too. If you are in the Nashville area looking to come to some of these classes, it's www.dancingmusicnow.com. And that hip hop class, that boys hip hop class, is on Tuesday, and then open hip hop class is on Saturdays. You go to the website for the times. You reach me, MrChrisHipHopDance.com. Also for some video tutorials, blog posts, stuff like that, go to www.zondaflex.ning.com. Facebook page, Mr. Chris Hip Hop Dance. Instagram at Mr. Chris Hip Hop. That's it. That's all I got for you. Head Isolations, the new album, I'm working on it now. That song will be on it. And until then, I will holler at you next week. And I'm out. Yo. Come on, let's go. Put your right leg to the side. Now jump. Put your left leg to the side. Now jump. Cross your arms, do it real tight. Now jump. Put your arms up real high. Now jump. Put your right leg to the side. Now jump. Put your left leg to the side. Now jump. Cross your arms, do it real tight. Now jump. Put your arms up.